That was the 5 stars. All 5 of them. Get it? Because it's, well, funny? Sort of? No. No. Okay, not really.
You playing hide and seek? Stay away, huh?
Who's out there?
Super mutant. That's fun.
I don't think we're alone.
That was a joke.
That's one way to get them to one.
Brotherhood is listening.
Wouldn't want it going to waste.
Nexus. Ella Fitzgerald doesn't like it when people can't decide things. And then sings about it.
Someone was expecting trouble. Or asking for it. Who killed the lights?
Hacking this is beyond me. Think you can unlock that terminal?
Done and done. Huh. Standard defenses are still up. Which likely means... not that either. Bingo.
Nothing there now.
expense.
What?
What the hell was that?
Hearing shit. Pack it in, boys. There's nothing out there. I'll find you.
Then,
What the fuck was that?
just when
Where'd
I
that little
thought we
fucker
were getting
go?
along. Shit, stop! Why don't you just die? Lights out for you! That's glasses. When was the last time someone came through here? You got a thing for antiques, huh?
Hey,
I'm
go
all
check that
ears.
out. Check it out.
That's not something I do.
Sweet.
Even breaking sweat. Not that it's an option.
Oh, that butcher piece. Just, well, just doing butcher sorts of things, I guess.
There's something out
Okay, that was worth around. So, some recent activity in, here, in Diamond City that you might want to know about. I've heard, is looking into some former residents of Diamond City. There was a house in West Stands, and there was a guy and a kid living there, and they didn't really bother anyone. I guess maybe something funny about the whole thing, and I mean weird funny, not high funny. Sort of scary, but well, I don't know more than that. I guess if you see that guy or the kid that was living with him, you should tell Nick. Regards.
there. Somebody went to a lot of effort to keep folks out of here.
Up next, Fall Out Through the Fallout. That's just the name of the song.
Hey.
Take a look.
Not recommending it as a course of scientifically recommended action.
Look who's... All dead. You're in for it now. Ah!
Welcome to the Slog. We're the only Tarberry bog in the Commonwealth. So what do you think of the place?
The Slog? How'd you come up with that name?
We didn't. It was the caravan traders who started that. I started this place a few years back, but couldn't think of a name for it. Then one day, one of the traders pulls up after it's been raining for hours, and says he's never had to slog through so much mud in his life. I asked him if it was worth it, and he said, for the best Tarberries in the Commonwealth, it was definitely worth it. Working here is like a slog through the mud. It's tough going, and you'll get dirty doing it, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. You've probably noticed it's only ghouls around here. I used to live in Diamond City, until that rat bastard mayor threw me and all the other ghouls out. I decided that we ghouls should have a place where we could feel welcome, and that's mainly why I started up this farm.
Why did the mayor throw you out?
We're ugly. We turn feral and kill people. We gives the kids nightmares. All the usual stuff we get from you smoothskins. Now, it's true that there was one incident in Diamond City where a ghoul turned feral and someone got hurt. But I ask you this. How many humans have suddenly turned violent and killed someone? I've seen it more times than I care to admit. What if this place could be more than just a refuge for ghouls who aren't welcome elsewhere? What if it could also be an example of what we can do when we put our minds to something and work together? We want this to be a place that everyone looks forward to visiting, with smiling faces, good bargains, and great produce. Maybe we can make people take a second look, you know? Maybe then they'd see that we're not monsters.
Anything I can do to help?
As a matter of fact, there is.
We can't sell Tarberries without traders, and trade caravans need safe roads. There's a gang of super mutants that's been preying on anyone who comes near their turf, including traders. It'd be a great help to us if you could take care of those brutes once and for all.
I'll take care of those super mutants. I promise.
Good. I didn't know what we were going to do.
They're gonna have a hell of a time swimming in there with all that foliage.
Hey,
What? I think we ought to talk.
what's wrong?
Wrong? Oh no, nothing's wrong. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute, they keep you isolated. A single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up on the other side, and that's it. They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world, with such people in it.
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war. Faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do. Putting on the hat and trench coat, I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. But my memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. And it's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
I tried to go back and say thanks once I'd gotten myself established. But the place was wiped off the map. Raiders. Don't know what happened to the people.
I do what's needed.
Well, you certainly seem to judge doing good pretty high on your list of necessities. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Now, a word or several from our sponsors.
Heads up.
Feeling tired? Need it? Pick me up. Visit Chemicare and get a prescription today. A balanced life through chemistry. Mercer is up next. I don't think this song is all that great, really, but some people like it.
Hear more beeping. It's not me. exactly subtle, pal. You won't be bothering anybody now. What's that? Really want this last one you see? There you are. Go on! Makes you wonder who would choose this sort of a life.
The Great Green Jewel of the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio. Now here's Tommy Allen with a song that's space travel. Here's Rocket 69.
Those super mutants? Won't be bothering you again.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh? Thanks, friend. By the way, we've decided to support the Minutemen. We've got...
Hey there.
So can we stop worrying about paying tribute to those raiders?
Are you glad you decided to support the Minutemen now?
Of course. It's good to know we've got each other's backs.
Hey,
Do something to get off your chest?
your thoughts?
It's nice to feel like we're really making a difference out here.
How are we doing, Nick?
What can I say? I like your style. You want to help people out here. That's the kind of person I want to travel with.
Just wanted to check in. See how you feel things are going between us.
I'd say we're pretty darn good considering what we're up against. But there's always more good to be done.
Nothing else for now.
Well, all right.
So can we stop worrying about paying tribute to those raiders?
They won't be bothering you again.
Thanks. It's good to know we can count on you guys when we're in trouble.
Someone should make use of it. give a mutant nightmares. What say we find a place with a nice fire? Throw these clothes. This is one grim locale. Without a dose of Rad-X first.
So that was good. Coming to you from,
Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you.
If I got
No
this,
sign
Rose,
of him. What the hell?
be the place to
the
provide it.
Great Green Jewel of the Commonwealth is Diamond City Radio. Let's find out what Danny Kaye knows about civilization.
Ugh, what the hell aroma is that? I always figured trolls preferred bridges to tunnels.
Who's there?
Don't underestimate us again.